life into something that you can never run.
Hello, Aquarius. So here we have your reading for August 1st through around the 15th. Obviously, these are general messages. Take what works, and what doesn't work just doesn't work. Okay, let's see what the cards have to say for you guys. Okay, one card for my Aquariuses, please. Okay. Another card for my Aquariuses, please. And one more card for my Aquariuses. Okay. I need now a reversal for my Aquariuses. Let's see. And I need your recommendations for my Aquariuses. Okay. So in your recent past position, you have Judgment. In your current position, you have the Four of Pentacles. In your near future position, you have the Nine of Pentacles. In your reverse challenging position, you have the Ace of Cups reversed. And then what is recommended for you is the Page of Wands. So I think you guys are coming off of some like kind of enlightenment. So Judgment to me is, for me, it's like the card of becoming a zombie. On the traditional card, there is a person playing an instrument, and there's people in their coffins and they're rising up. So anytime you have the living dead, that is a zombie. So it's almost like going from one form to another. But it's a form of enlightenment in this sense. So I feel that like you really have this like kind of coming into your own kind of enlightenment. Maybe you're realizing certain things. Maybe you're letting certain things go that you once did. You're having this like breakthrough in a sense, this personal breakthrough. But for whatever reason, you're kind of holding on to stuff. To me, the Four of Pentacles could be like you're holding on to finances, but I kind of feel like in a sense here that you might almost be like afraid to really embrace the changes that you're going through or, you know, kind of experiencing. So you're kind of holding on. You're scared to let go in a sense. But I think what's coming in for you is a really positive time. I feel like, because this represents stability, this represents financial stability, but it's just stability. It's about enjoying yourself. It's about having enough. Like you do have enough and you can enjoy yourself and relax a little bit. But with the Ace of Cups in reverse, this symbolizes like being kind of like repressing your emotions, not really like being in touch with what your feelings are, what you really need like emotionally. So you're kind of like staying tight, you're kind of holding on to stuff, or you're like shutting it down in a sense. So, and then what is recommended for you is to take new action, to go just do it. Like this is what the Page of Wands is all about, kind of new stuff, new beginnings, new directions, doing something. And I honestly do think though, whenever we do go through this type of enlightenment or awakening or whatever you want to call it, changes in our lives, this could just be anything represented to you. So it could represent to you any which way. Now, but anytime we do go into it, it's not always like we wake up in the morning and now we're new people. No, it's like a process. Sometimes it's like you feel, I got to make changes. I got to do something different. And it kind of is like, sometimes it's like 2-step forward, 3-step back type of situation. So what this could be, it could be like, you need to let go of things that aren't working for you. Maybe you've decided to go into a new direction with whatever, and it's going to be better for you, because that's what the enlightenment is. They know they're going to be better. It's going to be a better life for them. But for whatever reason, you might be holding on to things in the past a little bit. But I think like through letting go and going in like a new direction and taking action on this new thing, I think you're going to wind up being in a very comfortable period. But you need to overcome this like repressed emotional stuff, so you kind of like, and the emotions could be creativity too. Like you might be like repressing certain things as far as like creative aspects. Because I think sometimes creativity is really like emotionally driven. It's part of all of our assets or aspects to ourselves or whatever. But I think sometimes when we block certain things, we're blocking a sense like a creative thing. So, and I think this enlightenment is a very creative aspect that we do go through from time to time. So I think that's very interesting, but this is just saying that, you know, you got to keep going. You got to like just take action on this. This could be something that you've always wanted to do, in a sense, but it's more of like a spiritual, it's more of a personal thing. A new way of being, a new way of living for yourself. It's not so much like, it's a journey in its own way, but it's not so much like a journey like the Fool would represent. It's more like an inner journey in a sense, but an inner journey that reflects on the outside as well. So this is definitely good, but I think anytime we go through this, there is always a little bit, like I said, 2 steps forward, 3 steps back type of thing. There's always like, it's an adjusting period to kind of go into that kind of new life type of situation. So let's see what else we get here for you guys. Let's see what else we have for you, Aquariuses. 1 card for my Aquariuses, please. 1 card for my Aquariuses. Oh, you have Buffalo Spirit. The abundant universe will provide. Okay, and let's see what else we get here. And that's interesting because this could be if you are scared to like spend money or scared that you're going to lose everything. This is really saying that the 9 of Pentacles here, this is about abundance. And if this is saying that you have everything you need. So that's very interesting. Okay, let's see what else we have here for you guys. 1 card. Okay. Travel. And another card for my Aquariuses. Tough and trying times. Tough times ahead. Think long term and make decisions accordingly. Avoid negative people at all costs. Now, that's very interesting. Now, let me just grab this as well, and then we're going to smush everything together. So this says retreat. It is time to disconnect from the world. Let me get another one of these cards too. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. That card always cracks me up a little bit. So, okay, so let's kind of smush everything together. So this is very interesting. So with this tough and trying times, this could be what you're experiencing right now in a sense. With this 4 of Pentacles, you might be feeling like you're going through a tough time, or you might be feeling like you don't have enough, or you're kind of like not entirely sure of how things are going to go moving forward. So you could be trying to kind of hold on to stuff. Now, this sometimes is also, this to me could be like financial, but sometimes it's about things as well. And sometimes it's about our own personal baggage. Sometimes I get this card when I'm holding on to like personal baggage as well, you know? So it could just be different aspects, because I really feel like you're kind of going through some kind of, with this enlightenment thing, I really feel like you're kind of starting a different way, like you're starting something. But, and you know, honestly, this enlightenment, let's just say this is a work reading. This enlightenment could be that you realize you hate your job and you want to do something different, and something you're more suited for, something different. But in leaving that position, you might be feeling like you're not making enough money in the new position, or you're scared you won't make enough. But then that would be saying, well, you're actually going to wind up better, because this, whatever you want to do, is actually going to be pretty good for you. Things are going to be okay with it, but you need to overcome your emotions, your feelings. You need to overcome kind of like that feeling of like doubt, I guess I would say. And the Page of Wands is kind of like take new action in a sense. But so you guys you see how it is for you. Everybody's different. You know what's interesting though? You have travel and retreat here. So I'm thinking that maybe this is saying that to kind of, if you are going through this enlightened period, and if you might have hit a roadblock with it, you might maybe taking some time doing something different. Even if it's going to a park or something, it might be good a time away to get out of your routine, you know, because sometimes we get in routines and we kind of like get in our head a little bit, and you might be blocking yourself. Because with this repressed emotions, I really feel like it's really going with this judgment, this enlightenment. You might be repressing this enlightenment you're experiencing. So maybe getting away, breaking up your routine a little bit is going to actually help you kind of figure out whatever's going on over here. It's going to help you kind of figure out something new, you know? Because I feel like if you are going through a tough time and you feel like you don't have enough, I really think that there's something like, I really feel like with this action card, I feel like there's an answer for you to kind of help you with this, but you need that creative aspect or that inspiration, that spark to help you to come through. Now, the healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Now, yes, maybe there's this thing you could really like forgive your parents for, or this could just be like, maybe you need to heal something from the past. Now, with this judgment, this enlightenment, sometimes we hold on to things that are not good for us, and it drags us down. So I think, and it blocks, almost like with this thing, it blocks the enlightenment that you're experiencing. So I think this is saying that if there's something that's kind of you're holding on to that's not really serving you anymore, it's not really good for you, it's, you know, you might have to kind of figure out how to heal that and move forward. You might never forget, you might never forgive, but you need to somehow be able to kind of, I don't want to say digest it some way. You can't have it like keep dragging you down. Like I think you're having this thing where you're really potentially going to get into a place of where you're very happy, even if it's kind of physically, emotionally, but you have to kind of got to go through some of this here first. So definitely, I think there may be for some of you something that you have to kind of deal with in a sense, to be able to kind of move forward. Okay, so think of your question for the Magic 8 Ball. We'll get to that in a second, but first let's get some inspirations, and then we're gonna get the spirit of the dish. So, okay, these ones all came out. Okay, so let's see what we get here. Okay. Everyone dies, but not everyone really lives. If you're not the hero of your own story, then you're missing the whole point. Sometimes it's not the people who change, it's the mask that falls off. Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. If your ship doesn't come in, swim out to it. So that's very interesting. So take that how it works for you, and let's see what Spirit of the Dish is going to be for you guys, or is recommended for you guys. What Spirit of the Dish, oh, wait, hold on, I screwed that up. Okay, what's Spirit of the Dish? Okay, you got the orange one, which is, I think that's the Tiki Masal. I always say it wrong, but I've had it. I think that's what that is. I do believe. Okay, he's saying hello. He's saying hello. Okay, he's quiet all day. As soon as I start this, all of a sudden. Okay, anyway, the show must go on. Let's see what else we get for you guys. Okay, so we have, where do I want to start? So you have Sagittarius here. So somebody you could be dealing with may be a Sagittarius, or Sagittarius has something to do with anything. And you have also Virgo. And then you have Mars. And Mars is all about energy, initiative, and temper. And it's funny because, okay, honey. So this is all about taking initiative on something. It's about starting something. So Mars, there might be something obviously that you have to kind of just do. Okay, and then you have the Sun, which is about ego, individuality, and your confidence. And then here we have the 4th house, which is all about the home, intuition, parenting, and children. And that's funny that you have healing family issues, so maybe something for some of you has to do with your family. And then we have the 8th house, which is all about change, transformation, depth, secrets, and sex. Now, it's transformation and change is really the Judgment, card, because that's all about kind of enlightenment and kind of transforming from one way of doing things or one way of being into another. And then with the whole debt thing, this could be the fear of having debt or not being financially like stable. So that could definitely take that how it works for you guys. Now let's see what dinner and a movie does the universe recommend for you guys. What dinner and a movie for my Aquarius is. You have Mexican and comedy. And then you have I, R, V, L, 1, S, B, C, K. You have 8, 6, and 4. And then, let's get this. Okay, you have health and wealth. Look at that. So there you go. And so now it is time. Think of your question, Aquariuses, and let's ask the Magic 8 Ball. Here we go. Oh, mystical, magical 8 Ball, the mightiest ball of all the balls in the world. What is the answer to Aquarius's question? It says, ask again later. Now, I think the 8 Ball is saying that there's a lot up in the air at the moment. Things might not be super fixed down as they could be in the future, so it doesn't know quite this second. So I think you have a lot of different ways that you can go about something, and depending on your actions and the way you go is going to be really the answer to that question, is if it's going to be more conclusive at that point. Or the Magic 8 Ball could just be super lazy at the moment. So you know what? Who knows? Anyway, it works in mysterious ways. The Magic 8 Ball works in this mysterious ways. But at the end of the day, it has spoken, and that's all we could say for the Magic 8 Ball for tonight's reading. Okay, guys, I hope you have a wonderful few weeks, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.